Hi, my name is Maria Sweetlaki, and this time we're going to talk about land use, natural resources, and energy. As human population grow, demands on natural resource continue to intensify. Land use and environmental policy must keep pace with ever-changing science, economics, technologies, and resource conditions, with attention to climate change implications. Increasing complexities also creates new opportunities for multi-benefit and multi-interest solutions. How is land used as a natural resource? Land is an essential natural resource for both the survival and prosperity of humanity and for the maintenance of all terrestrial ecosystems. Over a millennia, people have become progressively more expert in exploiting land resources for their own needs. The limits on these resources are finite while human demands on them are not. Increased demand or pressure on land resource shows up as declining crop production, degradation of land quality and quantity, and competition for land. Attention should now be focused on the role of humankind as a steward rather than exploiters, charged with the responsibility of safeguarding the rights of unborn generations and of conserving land as a basis of global ecosystem. Land is not regarded simply in terms of soils and surface topography, but encompasses such as features of underlying superficial deposits. Climate and water resources are also the plant and animal communities which have developed as a result of interaction of these physical conditions. The results of human activities reflect by changes in vegetative cover by structures and also regarding as features of the land. Changing one of the factors such as land use has potential impact on other factors such as flora and fauna, soils, surface water distribution, and climate. Changes in these factors can be readily explained by ecosystems' dynamic and importance of their relationship in planning and management of land resources has become increasingly evident. And how about our energy? Most of our energy is non-renewable. In the Philippines and many other countries, most energy sources for doing work are non-renewable energy sources, such as petroleum, hydrocarbon gas liquids, natural gas, coal, and nuclear energy. These energy sources are called non-renewable because their supplies are limited to the amounts that we can mine or extract from the earth. Coal is a natural gas and petroleum formed over thousands of years from the buried remains of ancient sea plants and animals that lived millions of years ago. That is why we also call those energy sources as fossil fuels. Most of the petroleum products consumed in the Philippines are made from crude oil, but petroleum liquids can also be made from natural gas and coal. Natural energy is produced from uranium, a non-renewable energy source whose atoms are split to create heat and eventually electricity. Scientists think uranium was created billions of years ago when stars formed. Uranium is found throughout the Earth's crust, but most of it is too difficult and too expensive to mine and process into fuel for nuclear power plants. There are 5 major renewable energy sources. The major types of sources of renewable energy are: first is the solar energy, the energy that we get from the sun. Second is the geothermal energy, the one that we get from the heat inside the earth. And third is the wind energy. Fourth is the biomass from plants and also the hydropower from the flowing water. There are called renewable energy sources because they are naturally replenished Day after day, the sun shines, the plants grow, the winds blows, and rivers flow. Renewable energy was the main energy source for most of human history. Throughout most of human history, biomass from plants was the main energy source, which was burned or for heat and for feed animals, used to transportations and plowing. Non-renewable sources began replacing most of the renewable energy used in the Philippines in early 1800s and by the early of 1900s. Fossil fuels were the main source of energy. Use of biomass for heat for cooling homes and remain a source of energy, but mainly in rural areas and for supplemental cold in the urban areas. In the mid of 1980s, use of biomass and other forms of renewable energy began increasing largely because of incentives for their use, especially for the electricity generation. Many countries are working to increase renewable energy use as a way to help reduce and avoid carbon dioxide emissions. I think that's all for today. My name is Maria Sweetlucky, and thank you for listening. See you in my next video. Bye!